Welcome back, DigiDs. That's right, to another episode of Mini Motorways, where today we're going to be taking a look over at doing Munich. And Munich seems as though it's a little bit similar to when we did Tokyo, but Tokyo's score was around 1300. Let's see if we can do a lot better over here on Munich and see what it has to offer us. Not too sure if these levels currently, if they get harder and harder as the more you progress, or more random, exactly how it goes, but in the end, I feel as though I think they're just primarily just kind of maps to play on, and it's just a little bit fun and calming to do in general. See what kind of chances and or maps and worlds that you get offered to you. Go ahead and put this on fast forward mode permanently, more or less, so that way we can go ahead and just get this moving along. We already got two houses kind of going around the Asar River on the opposite side, but it does start us off with two bridges, so we're not too hurting too bad and trying to get the traffic across. Of course, as always, trying to do our best to keep most of the colors segregated from one another. The reds don't like the oranges don't like the blues, and the whites don't like the... Well, let's just leave it there. But... I'm sorry. You can't... Yeah, the joke was there, but you do have to segregate a lot of the colors. If you have too many crossing over types of road networks, you end up getting a lot of traffic jams and not quite an efficient way of being able to move all the traffic through. Which in the end, this is more or less a traffic simulator, being Mini Motorways. But it is one of my more favorite games to play, simply because it can be a lot more calming. I don't necessarily have to be worse like Nova Drift, where I'm like almost half yelling the entire time, like, whoa, look at this. Oh my god, how did I die? Oh my god, it's so crazy. Let's take a look at all these awesome upgrades. What does this do? Let me read this paragraph for you. But you know, I'm not down and on Nova Drift at all. I love the game, but I'm just a little bit salty because I'm not very good at it. But there is also a lot of talk and a lot of reading to do with it. So for something like this, it's very simple as Mini Motorways. It's pretty common to just sit here and just play. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Okay, but it is also frustrating the fact that sometimes it will do everything in its power to screw over everything that you love, hold, and dear, because that right there just really messed up our entire plans, because now we have entirely new network that we got to go off of to connect to this new red store. So hopefully not too many houses spawn in the center area, and we can go ahead and keep these areas separated. I just had to say something, didn't I? Because now we have to go all the way across to try to get to those purples, and it does end up closing off the reds as well. As we get a purple, oh my god, as we get a purple that is actually just straight up completely blocking us. Wow. I don't know what to expect. The game really apparently does not like us today. Let's just go ahead and take the 30 road tiles. I'm not sure what I should do with this purple house at the moment, simply because, well, that's just, I mean, what do you do about that? This purple house completely blocks getting any other house or any other road network onto this road, simply being so close to the coastline. And we got whites as well, so these guys are gonna start. We gotta get this house up and around the other blue network. We're also gonna get more of these white houses spawning in. So it does seem like as we progress further along these maps, it actually does get harder, because we are only about 60 trips into the game, and we already have 4 different colors. We got red, blue, purple, and white. On top of it, there being 2 reds. And this purple, I'm not even gonna bother with. This purple is just gonna have to stay here. It is a little bit of a distance, but this one house should be able to, sustain the purple market for, well, a while, until we can get maybe more purples in on this road network somehow. Either that, or I could just completely abandon this too if a couple spawn over on this side. So immediately, we already have another blue, which means we're just gonna go ahead and have to attach in that market. Yes, a motorway, please. So what I'm going to want to do then instead, I'm going to go ahead and put this back to how it was, to exactly how it was, like so. And then now what I want to do is take this motorway, and I could even use this motorway a little bit to our advantage, but I'm going to go ahead and take this motorway down to, let's give it a little bit of room, and reach it over to the blue network. It most certainly can be placed there, don't you lie to me. Nice, and we do get a couple of blues that are spawned a little bit further away, but on the same side. I could still do something with this purple if I were to attach it in, which may be exactly what I have to do, which I think is exactly what I am going to do. So I'm going to keep that there, attach in a road like so, and bring this up and around, so that when I go ahead and attach this purple into the same road network, we can actually just continue along this path, go around and go into the purple market because we are running out of, running out of houses for it. We got a pink all the way on the other side. Not exactly the best situation. I need either another bridge or a motorway. And another white market too, right next to it. Oh, that is frustrating. So we got another bridge, which is pretty nice. Go ahead and attach in the other market. Let's throw a traffic light down there. And because we did get a bridge, we got to go all the way over here. All the way over. Like so. Don't want too many going in off the same junction. So let's go ahead and do something like that as I attach in too many off the same junction. Get that going over there. Okay, not too bad. We did get a couple of white houses that spawned down here as well, but not too sure what I can do about that considering that it's so locked in. Hopefully those two houses will be enough to kind of keep those two markets also sustained. Gotta tell you, I am not getting the best of luck on this run. This run is turning out to be quite difficult. It is spawning stuff completely all the way from apart from each other, like these pinks, these purples got trapped in. These blues got trapped, all the way on the other side of the river as well. These whites are down here trapped away from that market. And now we got another pink market. With that, we can actually probably just do something a little bit similar. We can even probably, let's go ahead and detach those. We want to keep those markets separate. I want more houses on the longer network simply because it's more, area to travel, more distance to travel. But now that we have a nice motorway, I'm going to go ahead and put these into the opposite side. Reach this over kind of a little bit further away. That way it has maybe a little bit of room for them to kind of turn around, maybe a little bit of a market to get underneath that motorway if I have to in the future. I might be able to connect in these whites as well. But now with that being said, I want to go off this central network, come around and then attach into there, kind of get a few of these houses, rearrange this network, and there we go. I even forgot I can zoom in just like this for you guys. So I'm going to have to do a little bit more of that in the future. Is there... No, yeah, I was going to say, you can't quite move around on the map when you zoom in. Where you zoom in is just where it zooms in. So what do we want to do with these whites? Now that we are getting back on a bunch of our roads, let's go ahead and wait and see what happens when we get back these roads. See where we're sitting. These pinks should be able to get that. Because it's a longer distance, these should be able to go to that market pretty fine. We are going to have to attach in these whites, I think, because these are starting to fall behind a little bit. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do exactly that. Can I attach in? Yes, just like so. Gave ourselves a little bit of room with that motorway. Somehow we could reach our way around it like so. It is not it is not the perfect design, but it is a design. And with that being said, I actually don't even need then this road network. I can go ahead and keep those whites for that market and these whites for this market. That will get rid of the traffic light, I believe. Yeah, go ahead and get rid of that. The red has upgraded a bit. Go ahead and stretch that motorway around. Am I missing anything? We do have a red house sitting down here in the middle of the gully. Do we have any bridges? We do have a single bridge. So go ahead and attach this off to the side, I think. And then we can go ahead and actually just curve this up and put it into the market. Get another white on this market, a little bit further distance to travel. Another motorway, not bad, not bad. I could use that motorway probably somewhere. Ooh, we got a couple of reds here that are kind of cut off from the rest. That is a little bit of an issue. I don't want them accidentally going on this market if I attach it somewhere else. So let's just keep it there for now. How are we looking? Everything's looking pretty good. Blues are doing fine. The reds are still separated. They're kind of going up and around. I could probably do that a little bit better. I mean, I definitely could do that better. I'm going to go ahead and do something like this. Wait for the bridge to disappear. Like so. Because now I can't even really do that because this purple, this purple is still in the way. Oh, you can curve bridges. I was under the impression that you couldn't curve any of the bridges. Never mind. So that works for us. We do have these pinks down here, and as much as I would hate to waste a motorway, I think I might have to waste a motorway. Go ahead and connect these two networks. So let's actually pause for the moment. Because what I just said is blasphemy. We're probably gonna have to combine these two markets to save ourselves a little bit of a road network. Put in a traffic light right there at the center. Because now what I want to do that we need to separate some of these markets. We have 3 white markets and not really a whole lot of white houses. So we've got 4 to this 1 market. I could even separate the 2. I could separate, you know, I think that's exactly what I want to do. If I separate, keep these 2 going, this blue is going to just have to stay detached, but these 2 can go to this market, but these 2 on the other side, I want them to start focusing on going after this market. So that way I can delete these roads of it going all the way down there, which is just a bit excessive. I mean, very excessive. Attach these in. I'm gonna have to go, yeah, I can combine the pinks a little bit into the same network as the whites because it is just a little bit too much. We want a good traffic light system. I'm actually gonna have to keep 1 road off from it in order to do it. There we go. Go ahead and attach these in. I want to make sure we have a good junction to actually keep that traffic light going, because now it is exactly like that. We need to go ahead and detach these in. Go ahead and get that pink down there. We don't like it when things go straight into that junction like that. It can kind of slow down when they're stuck on their driveway. Nice, not too bad. And that should reach both markets pretty well. We do have another white here. Yeah, just throw that in. Missing any extra houses? Not that I'm seeing. Hopefully those 2 will keep that. Those 2 keep that. This blue is separated. That's just, it's gonna be, that's his life now. He doesn't get to go to the market. We're gonna allow it to go to the store. We got a random red attached in down here again. We need another blue. With that being said, I'm actually going to go ahead and attach this blue from there because, again, we don't want too many going in exactly at that junction. That can become a bit of a problem. So actually go ahead and connect that in from that side. Connect this in from that side. No, let's keep to the same plan. Keep those away from it. And that's not too bad. I think that's exactly pretty good. A little bit of a management there. You know, we are getting low on road tiles, but we're gonna need probably more bridges sometime soon here. Getting back, I am about to get back, yep, getting back more of these roads as this one starts coming back. Getting rid of that whole network. The whites are starting to get up there pretty good. It is nice that both the whites and the purples or the pinks go in very opposite directions, so it allows the traffic flow to be a lot simpler. An orange, or is that a red? Honestly not entirely too certain. Where do we have a couple of reds that could go ahead and... Hang on a second, need to go ahead and pause. This purple market is not enough. We have 1 car going in. This car is going in. We do have a purple that's sitting all the way over here. We're gonna have to go ahead and attach this purple into this blue network so it can go up this motorway and all the way around. We only have a single purple store for them to go to, so they're just gonna have to go along that same path. This red market means that we have to attach in some into the pink market. To do that, I think we're gonna have to take a couple of these reds and attach it into this motorway so they can come around for it, because otherwise there isn't a good area for any other reds to come into the network. Kind of reach these around instead. Come around a little bit of a, well, a roundabout way. Throw in these reds. Okay, that pink is kind of blocking the path. I would like to keep these reds separate to go up there, but that's just what we're gonna have to deal with. Got a couple more purples now going in towards that market. I think we should be fine. It's gonna be cutting it pretty damn close. Very close. But now with all these cars coming in, it should be able to hold off on itself. I have every single purple connected into that market. And honestly, hang on a second. Come on. I have every single purple connected into that market. They are all separated. If it cannot get rid of that countdown timer, I don't think there's really anything else I could have done. Like, I don't think there's anything else I could do. So we are falling behind a little bit on the reds, but the reds, again, are spawning so weirdly all the way away from each other. Ooh, how do I want to do this? These blues are getting a little bit cautious or a little bit out of hand as well. So I want to go ahead and move these around. I can barely attach that in. This blue is still going to be separated from one another. That's not too bad, but I got to worry about this red over here before it becomes too much of an issue. We do have another bridge. I think we should go ahead and reprioritize this network down here. I can probably combine all these reds to cut across. I know we don't like cutting across. I mean, You shouldn't, but do something like that. Get rid of that connection point. Those reds should be more than enough to get rid of that whole mall system. Ooh, yeah, you can't connect directly into a bridge, so we're gonna have to do something like this instead. Yeah, that's just gonna have to be how it works, unless we could do a bridge all the way across. I'm not sure if that's gonna count as 2 bridges or 1 bridge or exactly how that's gonna work. We can save ourselves a bridge there if we could make it one central bridge. Let's see what happens as those cars come back. I just need that. Oh, one more just left too, didn't it? Yep, come on back, come on back. Traffic lights, roundabouts. Let's take the traffic light option. We are getting back our roads and our bridge. Beautiful, just like so. It does count as 2 bridges, unfortunately, but we're just gonna have to live with it. Cut across, and then go in. Don't know if traffic lights are gonna be necessarily that needed, but we're gonna have to do it. We got another pink down here as well. Throw in another purple. This pink can go ahead and connect in as well. Not finding a good way to actually connect those in. I don't want to throw it on that junction right there. That's going to kind of really suck. Because that's going to add another light simply just for that one house. And that's not exactly very helpful, but it's just going to have to be what it is. We have a purple market all the way over here. You gotta be joking me, huh? Okay, well, we can somehow get these roads up and around. Just barely, but we don't really have any purples over here. I hope more spawn. We also got this pink as well. Being very, very tight with our road system. We may as well just continue the network. They're gonna have to go through a little bit. Hopefully that doesn't cause too many traffic jams. Yeah, I can't really get any of these other pinks in because they're on the other side of this road as well. So there's not a whole lot we can do for them. We're just going to have to continue along with this, see how well it works. We're only at 600 points. Our objective is to get it to at least 3,000. Another purple. Nice. Okay, so we're getting a little bit of grace. Go ahead and extend this road around so we get more purples in this area. We can connect that in. Don't get them trapped off too much. All right, the pinks are holding on. The blues are doing good. This whole road network is honestly a big struggle. What's even going on there? This whole area is just abysmal. I don't even know where to go with that. But look, at these 2 houses are keeping that market fine. These 2 houses are keeping that market fine. Another pink, another white. This white is a little far away. We're getting a little low on roads. And by a little low, I mean very low. That's actually too much going on that same network. This blue is a little bit... Oh, did not mean to do that. Connect that back in, please. This blue is going to be just kind of on its own. Another white. Am I missing anything else? Are any of these markets falling behind? So it's at this point, now that we have so many houses, that motorway would be nice. Okay. If we have so many houses, the score is going to start exponentially just rising up. So what do we want to do? I mean, I guess we'll save this motorway for when it's going to be crucial. These reds are falling behind a little bit as well. Ooh, you know, that is a tough choice. I could get rid of this whole network, get rid of this junction with a simple motorway. I guess it wouldn't be a simple motorway, simply because we still got this one point right here. But we could save ourselves a bridge instead. Go ahead and do something like that. Take this motorway. And just do something like that. That's a lot simpler. It keeps rid of that junction. It helps out these reds. But we do have a little bit of a problem with these reds here. Not enough going into it. So with that bridge saved, we don't have the bridge yet, but I actually am going to reattach these reds into this network as soon as we get those bridges back, or at least one of those bridges. Oh, yeah, it's already coming back. Very nice. So now with that bridge back, I'm going to go ahead and attach this down here and throw that in. Like so. Not bad, not bad. Just because they just don't quite have enough cars going to them. The pinks are doing all right. They're getting a little overwhelmed, honestly. Yeah, we only have 3 houses trying to keep up with 2 markets. Oh, it's such a huge white neighborhood. We're running out of... Yeah, we're having issues up here at this top mall section. Oh boy, God, this is such a mess. Like, what do I even do about all this? Like, honestly, what can I even do? I don't have enough roads. Maybe I might have enough roads, but I don't really have that many roads to go all the way up there. That traffic light is becoming an issue. What happens if we just get rid of the traffic light? I think that might be pausing them too much. Because the whites just need to take a right. So the traffic light is just kind of slowing them down. If there's no traffic, they may as well just continue along. The only ones that are having an issue are the pinks having to cross over. Even more pinks going on down here. That one just upgraded. Achievement unlocked, Munich commuter. So we must have reached a kind of, oh yeah, 1,000 ground. Oh, pause. This blue is falling behind. All right, what do we want to do about that? We still only have, oh, these blues are down here all the way by themselves, completely separated from everything, huh? We somehow need to get in another blue. So this white network here is not too much of an issue. So I think it'd be fine if we just connect that over. Like so. Get in another house. Yeah, that's just gonna have to work. So yeah, it does slow them down a little bit there. But we need to satiate this system. Pinks are falling behind as well, but we just don't have... Oh, okay, now we're getting enough. Now we're getting enough. Some are starting to spawn in for us. That's pretty good. Go ahead and connect that in. That's nice. Let's throw in a traffic light right there. Let's get another bridge. Let's fix this issue here. That's too many cars going in because it's probably too much of a network. Let's take this around to the same area. And now we don't actually need a traffic light there. That can move a lot more smoothly. A blue just spawned in over here, which actually might be good because I believe when new markets open up, it takes away some of the demand from the other markets. Although we did get a couple of whites. These whites are just, I don't know where these whites are going to go. They're stuck in their area. They're not going anywhere. They're outside of their neighborhood. You know, I don't know what else to say. The other ones too, these other blues are kind of out of the... Ooh, how do I want to do this? So we got a couple whites on the raw network. Get that one in. Still keeping a good traffic flow down here, surprisingly. Not doing too bad. I love how I designed that properly. Which means it won't be too much of an issue if we have to take some of these blues and actually just cross them over. Cross them over the purple network and straight into this blue network. So yeah, the purple network can be a little bit less, but that's fine because not a lot of traffic goes through there. Another white network just opened up over here. Oh boy, okay. So we need to probably go up and around and attach this also into the same network. Yeah, I think that's just going to be our only choice. Because otherwise I shouldn't really continue this because that's going to be too much traffic. We'll see what happens. We did get a blue on this network, which is worrisome considering. And the only way that I can connect in more blues, there almost isn't really any way I can connect in more blues. I need to get rid of this motorway then. These blues, these 5 blues are going to have to keep up that mall market. So that way I can use this motorway to actually just jump over to this area. Okay, yeah, that blue mall at the top is starting to get a lot better. We're getting a lot of pinks here in the middle too. That's a big problem. We got back our motorway. So let's go ahead and take this and just throw it in, I suppose. I'm not really sure how else we're gonna do this. More whites spawning in random places. Oh boy, yeah, that's just how we're gonna have to do it. Not really sure where these blues are going. Where are these going? These blues are going nowhere, aren't they? Yeah, we don't need these blues connected in. Where else can they go? They were attached to this network. This network doesn't go anywhere. That's just a purple network. Well, we don't need that. So do that just as jump over. That should be able to keep that blue market satiated. Very good. The pinks are falling behind a little bit. We do have a lot of pinks down here that are spawning. Actually, do that. Get rid of that connection point. Too much going into a single spot. Okay, we're holding on. Red down here. The white just upgraded to a bigger market. Pink at the top. God, I really don't know how to fix this. This is getting to be too much. I don't know if this is just how the map goes or if the game is actually actively trying to screw me over, because this is probably one of the most BS spawns I've seen of all of these networks. This is an absolute abysmal state of affairs. Whoever is in charge of the infrastructure of this city, hang on, should be fired. Yeah, we don't have enough any of these whites on this network. We gotta attach this over. I don't know what's gonna happen. It's not going to be enough, I don't think. I don't think they're going to be able to make it there in time, actually. It might be a little bit too late for that. Let's see what happens. Because now they're going to try to reach all of those markets, get more road tiles. Because now all the whites are down here in the same section. Oh my god, now a red market right in the center. Oh my god, look at all these cars. That's going to fail. Yeah, no, I don't even know. Let's go ahead and just hit continue in endless mode and pause it. Pause. Like all the white stores are up here at the very top. And all of our whites are down here at the very bottom. And the only way to get them up there is via this motorway. So it's a little bit too much of a traffic jam. I should have realized that sooner. Maybe I should have just separated them completely. But look at this is a perfect box. A perfect box in. There'd be like almost no way to try to. I could do something like let's say I just threw that out there. Combined all these in somehow. Get rid of this. I can kind of attach these in. I mean, the game's already over, so we're not going to be able to really fix too much. But then I would have to come around on this one to get around that red. Attaching this, attaching that. This white won't be able to really attach in too well because it can't get there. This White House can't really get there. I would have to get that around. Yeah, it's just a mess. This is a mess of a spawn. Like, how do you even manage that? I am so surprised. Oh my god. We lasted until about 1200, 1300 points. Actually doesn't say at the top anymore. Well, I am surprised that we even survived this long though. We got very janked over on these spawns. I have never seen such a absolute. I'm running out of words in my lexicon to even describe how absolutely terrible and unlucky this entire situation was. I'm glad we held on as long as we did. But thank you, DigiDs. I'm not really sure how to do these outros. Tell me my score, actually. Let me see real quick. It should tell us your score. Hey, we unlocked a new challenge. And as well, take a look over here. Munich, we did get 1500. You know, not too bad. Right around the idea of Moscow and Dar es Salaam. Tokyo, yeah, you know, we did beat Tokyo. We got better. 1500 is pretty good then. Moscow, we did great on. Tokyo, we did beat Tokyo, which was kind of our objective simply because it was very similar in fashion to the sense of like having that kind of central island situation. You know, for the most part, Los Angeles was our best at 21, but 14, 13, 1460, 1638, Munich at 1500, a little bit of our better ones. So not too bad. Yeah, we did honestly well for how terrible that entire system and unlucky it was. But thank you, DigiDs, you know, for watching the video. I'm still not sure how to do these outros, but I can guarantee I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you, and bye-bye.